Hey everyone, happy day 19 of Radiant Orgasmic Beauty. I want to talk a little bit more and kind of expand on my last post and talk a little bit about feminine energy, which I know is like so incredibly popular to talk about right now. And the one thing that I see probably like the most misguided maybe part of the information is that we have to have a balanced masculine energy in order to also be in our feminine. We really, none of us, men or women, cannot be in harmony and in a balanced state without both of these energies interacting with each other in a really harmonious and balanced way. And so if we start to, be in this like hyper feminine where we're just kind of floating around, surrendering to everything, letting everything go with the flow, that is not really truly balanced, and we won't get the fruits that we are looking for in our lives, which is balance. We have to also see that our masculine energy is beautiful, and that when it is in balance and in harmony, that it actually propels us forward in a way that's really, really erotic and intoxicating. And the bigger picture when talking about feminine energy, specifically for women, so I'm talking about women bodies, right, is that, or like what I see in my clients that we work on the most, beyond that balance, they are usually definitely in their masculine energy in a more toxic way than in a balanced way. But what I really enjoy working on with them, because the results are so much faster, is working on their sexual essence. And many occasions, many times when I'm working with amazing successful women, whether they're successful in business, whether they're successful as homemakers with their family, and they really have strived to have, the life that they want, and they used a lot of masculine energy to do it, is that they've lost their sexual essence and they don't feel that juicy, erotic, delicious energy that is their sexual essence. And so when I talk about doing the pussy gazing and really connecting to your pussy and to your womb, it's to connect not just to the feminine energy, but back to your sexual essence, because this energy of your sexual essence is the most powerful energy in the world. Like literally makes the world go round and round. And I mean that on all the levels, on the physical level, on the metaphysical level, spiritual level. This energy creates everything. And how do you harness it in a world, right? Like in many ways, like, feminists, don't get on me right now. But in many ways, like the feminist movement, like was a pendulum swing too far in one direction. Where we lost a lot of the power that we have from our feminine and from our sexual essence, by trying to be more like men and have, and like that, and be in that energy. It's just like not possible, to be like a man. Like they're supposed to be who they are and we're supposed to be who we are. I get that it's beautiful that we got our rights and, all of that. It's great. But it, like, again, the pendulum just swung in one direction too far. And we lost also our sexual essence in many ways. And so how to bring that back is what I was talking about in my last post with the pussy gazing and the womb, and connecting deeply to your womb and to your feminine sexual essence. And this is what often successful women, but are maybe not being successful in their romantic or in their sexual lives. They feel like they've lost something. It's this sexual essence. So I'm excited to continue to work with women in this way, because the results that I am seeing are like out of this world. Like literally, I can't even believe it. And it's just so incredibly beautiful. And I see their sexual essence actually rejuvenating them, their skin, their bodies. They're having more fun with their partners, with their husbands or their boyfriends or their lovers. It does not have to be a heterosexual relationship for you to lose your sexual essence. You know, this can happen in any type of relationship. And so check out the last post so that you get a little bit more information on pussy gazing and how you can do it and how easy it is, because we just don't do that. We don't do that in this culture, and we don't connect to our sexual essence. And of course, I'm here to support you. So if you want to talk a little bit more, like you feel like, hey, like this is me, like let me know. I'm thinking of an example actually right now, because, you know, before I was a yogini, I was Madison Avenue art director on my way to being a creative director. And I worked on Madison Avenue in this huge advertising agency. And I was definitely operating from a masculine space because that's what I felt like I needed to do to kind of like keep up with the male dominant environment that I was in. And I remember being around women that were like much higher positions than I were. They were older. And I remember like so clearly, like thinking to myself, I don't think I want to, like, if I don't know that I want to be that energy. It was almost like, not physically, but it was almost like they had a dick, like not physically, but like they came across with that hard energy. And I remember thinking to myself, like, I don't know that I could do that or that I want to do that if that's what it means to be in that position of like executive art director, executive creative director, etc. Even their voices were more masculine. I think some of them were smokers too, but like their voices seemed really masculine as well, their mannerisms. And it was like they had to have adapted to this environment and really lost their sexual essence. Like I couldn't even imagine them like being sexual. I'm sure that they were. But it was just really, really interesting. And so a lot of people are falling into that space. A lot of women especially are falling into that space to try to keep up and think that they need to, in order to be successful, that they need to be like men, when they can actually be so much more successful in their feminine sexual essence. So that's what I got to say for today. I love you all so much, and keep glowing, keep being beautiful. Love you, goddesses. Bye.